Welcome to the 6th section, creating a bar graph. In this section, we will start with a bar graph, and as we progress, we will code a more complex and dynamic SVG bar graph. You started your visualization journey by learning SVG, then continue with displaying, selecting, and binding data. What's coming now is visualizing the data with a bar graph and applying the methods and the tricks you learned along the way. Open up your text editor. In the HTML file, I have the script with the D3.JS and the app.js, and then a bar chart inside the div. So let's go to the style, and here I have the bar chart with the width, height, a background color, and a margin. Alright, the last file is the app.js, and as you can see, I have very simple created an array with some numbers like 10, 50, 20, 25, and 30. So now it's time to go back to the HTML file and inside the div create another div, but this time I'm going to add a class, and the name of this class is going to be bar. We have to give some style in this bar. So I'm going back to the style, and this time I'm going to have a display with a property of inline block. Then I'm going to continue with a width, and let's say I'm going to have 100 pixels, then a height of 100 pixels, and maybe 120, yeah, why not? And last but not least, I'm going to have a background color gray. Alright, so let's go back to the browser and refresh it. Here there is one small problem. Can you find it? Take a moment and look at your elements. Is everything correct? Well, let's see in style.css. Here we are missing in the width and the height something. Can you guess what it is? Alright, let me tell you that we are missing the pixels, and if you add it and then hit save, you will see a big difference. If you want, you can keep it like this, and I think that I'm going back to the CSS file to make also this one change. Alright, so let's add the pixels, and then our style file will be ready. Okay, back to the HTML, and this time I'm actually going to delete the class bar because we want to do everything in a D3.JS way. And this is not a D3, so I'm going to delete this, I'm going to save this file, and then I'm going to app.js. Now, I'm going to add the select method, and then inside the select method, I'm going to need the bar chart. Okay, right after that, I'm also going to need another method, which is the select all, and inside there, I'm going to add the div. After that, I'm going to have the data, and again, I'm going to add the data. And of course, don't forget the enter method, alright? So we are going to the end, but before that, I will need the append to add the div. And last but not least, an attribute with a class, and then the class will be the bar. So before, we had this in HTML, but now we do it in a D3 way. So I'm adding in these to app.js. Just go back and refresh, and then you will see everything a little bit more clear. So in the element tab, you can open the arrow, and then you will see all your bars. So here you have .js. At least if you follow my example, then you should have 5 bars. Okay, and now I have a question for you. How can you make the bars look a little different? And I will give you a hint. What about the style and height properties? Take a minute and then go back to the text editor and try to find a solution. Okay, did you do it? Well, let me show you my solution too. I'm going to add a style with a height, and then I'm also going to need one more thing. And this is the function. So then inside the function I'm going to have a div, and this function is going to return the div with the pixels. So if you did that, then well done, congratulations. But if you didn't, that's okay too. That's why you're here and this is to learn. So just save and refresh and go back to the website, and now you should be able to view this difference in the bars. So far you learned the basic structure of a bar chart. Stay tuned as you're going to learn even more about how to make a way better graph.